I'm not even gonna lie. I've been up since 8:30 last freaking night, and it's
1:20 p.m.
1:20. So what is that? 8 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 17 hours. 17 freaking hours I've been awake, and I could be worse. I'm not ready to go run a mile or anything, but at least I don't sound completely drunk or completely out of like I'm about to fall over. Like in a video I did over the summer, I would legitimately sound like I was drunk in that video. Like, oh, I don't even remember what I said. I just remember it was bad. I was showing my words. It was anyway. So, hi Solar. We got Solar here, and we are here to talk about the best sport on the planet in baseball. Okay. Today at the San Diego Padres video. We are closing down on these. We only have a few teams left. The Padres today, tomorrow the Rays, Sunday the Mets, Monday the Yankees, and that is it. And then we're going to somewhere completely different because we like to keep it diverse. I don't even know how I got started on this series. It's just like, okay, let's talk about this team, and then that team, and then why don't I do one on every team? But, yeah, this is going to end pretty soon. And I wish this video was all mapped and planned out. But, I have the whole house to myself, so I'm, like, take advantage of it, record the video while you have a break, and just unscript this one. Do this one unscripted. You can plan your other two over the weekend, but with e-learning and stuff like that. The other ones, hopefully, are scripted. Like, I like to do a good thing of scripted versus unscripted. For these, I've done some off the dome, some reactions, some unplanned, some planned. I'm talking way too long in this, so I get into the Padres. So I wish it was all mapped out. If you really want to see this mapped out, go check out the Dodgers video. It's called the Los Angeles Dodgers Are Officially in Trouble. And I guess that was basically a Padres, Dodgers video in one, but I wanted to give the Padres their own video, so technically they get like two videos, but I titled it as the Dodgers video anyway. So the Padres, are they World Series favorites now? If you have not been keeping up, the Padres have been busy, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to keep them till the very end, or one of the last teams, because I could see a few weeks ago that they were not done. They traded for Snell and Darvish back-to-back days. And I'm like, they're not done. Why am I going to make a video on this? And then, boom, something else is going to happen. And something else did happen. They traded for Joe Musgrove. Other examples of this, where this has came and bit me in the butt. The White Sox. I'm like, they need to sign Brad Hand, Rosenthal, Colton Wong, and they go out and sign Liam Hendricks. Someone that was completely not on my roster. The Blue Jays, I nailed it straight on the head and said that George Freeman was going to the Blue Jays, but I mean, that was after countless rumors and stuff like that. So I just took a guess, a gamble, either with the Blue Jays or the Mets, and I chose the Blue Jays. But I totally predicted Kirby Yates would stay on the Padres, which ties into this, and so that hurts them. And that's why I'm waiting to do the Mets till the end, because I feel like the Mets were going to do something, and I didn't want to talk about the Mets for that Lindor and Carrasco trade for two reasons. One, it was an American League day, so I talked about the Indians, and I felt like the Mets were done, and even though Joey Lucchesi isn't much, can they do any more? Bauer, Realmuto? You never know, but the Padres is what we can talk about, and are they World Series favorites? Their lineup is stacked. Absolutely stacked. Austin Nolan, Victor Caratini behind the plate with, Hosmer, Hyunjin Kim, Hiroshi Kim, what's his name, at second base. He already came out, he's like, I want to win the Rookie of the Year. Good for having high expectations in gold. I appreciate you. And then, what would next, Tatis and Machado with some Grisham, some Will Myers, some, who's the last outfielder on that team? Tommy Pham, thank you. And then just a lot of good pitchers. I mean, Snell, Lamet, Clevenger if he was healthy, Darvish, Musgrove, Drew Pomeranz, he's still there. I mean, Emilio Pagan and some of their other good relievers as well. They are a good team. This Joe Musgrove move helped them officially 100% push them past the Dodgers, because you could have argued one way or the other with Dodgers or Padres. And the Dodgers have the chemistry. The Padres have the hype with the talent coming around them. So it could go either way, 50-50. And I think this could. It just depends. If David Price coming back for the Dodgers, a lot of factors. If David Price coming back, could he sat out 2020? How will he be not pitching in an entire year? Is he coming back? Will he be good? Will he be bad? Will Trevor May? Oh, okay, Trevor May be granted. Trevor May is a player on the Mets. Dustin May and Tony Gonsolin, will they develop, or will just be not a rookie thing, but not flashing the pan, but not be as good as we want them to be. And then they're in talks with Marcell Ozuna and JT Realmuto. What would that be? I mean, they have, Will Smith, Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, Cody Bellinger, Corey Seager. Are they going to re-sign Justin Turner? He's 35. Are they going to re-sign Justin Turner? Maybe they haven't. I haven't heard it yet. But that's something to throw out there. And then you have Edwin Rios, who I think can be super good, along with Julio Urias, and I love that kid already. I mean, 24 kid, but he's 6 years older than me, and I'm just sitting in my room talking about baseball, and he's out there winning freaking World Series. I mean, he's clutch. Walker Buehler. Shout out to Walker Buehler. I forgot Walker Buehler. And Clayton Kershaw. Shout out to Clayton Kershaw, too. Timer. 33 minutes. I swear, if you do that the whole time, we're gonna strangle each other. And it's not gonna be anyway. Never mind. Can you strangle iPods? Good question. Anyway, so that rival the Padres. I mean, of course, the Dodgers still have Jansen and all that, but if the Dodgers' history from the past gonna come back and haunt them, because choke after choke you at the year 2020, I give them props for a full. I give them the full World Series. No asterisk, no hashtag, no parentheses. Why am I just naming punctuation signs? I don't even get it. But the Dodgers totally earned that. Congratulations to them. But are they going to repeat? I mean, of course, I think that the Dodgers will win a championship. Do you want to repeat? They have Gavin Lux. Is he finally going to come out and make an impact? They missed out on DJ LeMahieu. So, are they going to sign Colton Wong? I mean, he's a good defensive. Did you say something, Zor? And he's a good defensive second baseman. And I think you can get him for relatively cheap. He's a good player. So, I mean, if they were in the market for a second baseman and they missed out on LeMahieu, they need to go for Colton Wong. I mean, one of the next best guy. Tommy Restella. Tommy Restella would be a nice depth piece for the Dodgers. Or has he re-signed somewhere yet? But I don't really know. And with all these small moves all across the board, like Jose Quintana and Kurt Suzuki going to the Angels, Alex Wood to the Giants, Pedro Baez to the Astros. With all these miniature moves moving in places, good job. The Dodgers are just waiting to make a splash. They've been in talk with Trevor Bauer as well. I mean, Bauer, Kershaw. Let me get this straight. So you want Bauer, Kershaw, Buehler, May, Gonsolin, and returning David Price on top of all their sluggers. That sounds lethal. Absolutely lethal. 2 Cy Youngs for Clayton Kershaw, 1 for Trevor Bauer. What was Kenny Jansen never reliever? Along with one-time MVP. I almost said Betts had 2 MVPs. One-time MVP in Betts, one time in Bellinger, home run. No, not home run champion. He beat Max Muncy, Josh Peterson. Are they going to re-sign Peterson? Joe Kelly, I think, is still on the roster, but they lost Pedro Baez. Are they going to re-sign Davis? Jake McGee? A lot of things, but I mean, are they still out there very Muto? I mean, a lot of things. Are the Padres done? Is another question at the end. So are the San Diego Padres officially done with all this crazy move, the trades and everything, signing the Japanese guy? Are they done? I don't know where else they can improve. Go out and get Ken Giles, take a risk on a Ken Giles who's coming back from an injury. Take a risk on a Sergio Romo. You're going to sign a 36-year-old Brandon Kingsbury, a 34-year-old Sean Doolittle, because you need someone to replace Kirby Yates. Because Kirby Yates in 2018-2019 was super good. 2020, riddled with injuries, $5 million fighter Blue Jays is an absolute steal for someone that's a reliever of the year. He is so good. And I think the Padres are really going to feel the hurt from that. So they need to go and find a serviceable replacement. Or do they bring up... they traded Luis Patino in that Blake Snell trade, so you don't have him. Are they going to bring up Mackenzie Gore and have him start his career out of the bullpen? You know, on innings restrictions. They could do that. I mean, the way he's being hyped up is like he's gonna be, I don't say like the next Cy Young winner or anything, but he should be somewhat good if the hype around him is true. And he's really gonna lead the next generation. I'm very excited for the next generation. And in that generation, I would count Acuna Jr., Soto, Mackenzie Gore, Bobby Witt Jr., Wander Franco, Abby Rutschman, Nolan Jones, Nolan Gorman, Brandon Marsh, Trevor Trammell. That's his name. Trevor Trammell. Tyler Trammell? No, it's Trevor Trammell. Trammell is his name. Oh my God. What's the name of the guy that the Mets traded to the Mariners in that Cano Diaz trade? That guy, he's gonna be a Nets. I'm very excited for this Nets group of young stars to come up. Ace Oasis, I'm very excited for Ace Oasis already, just based off the name. But I think they're gonna wrap it up for the Padres.
1:33 p.m.
I got it. This is a long video. But they're gonna wrap it up for the Padres. Did the Joe Musgrove move and everything else put them over the Dodgers? I don't know. I feel like I want to retract my statement and say maybe. If they get a full 162, maybe. If they get another 60 games, I don't know. Anything can happen in that 60 games. An injury can hit at any time. You don't want it to, but an injury can hit at any time. Oh, I forgot to mention Chris Paddock. Chris Paddock, yeah, they have him too. They're loaded. That's why the Padres and the Dodgers are both loaded. And whoever wins the division, do they win the World Series? If it's a possible NLCS matchup as well. So they go back to old format, which I hope they do. You have Yankees, White Sox, and Athletics, Astros, Angels. That's sort of a toss-up in the AL West. And then you still have the Braves, the Reds. I say repeat. The Reds get Trevor Bauer back, and yeah, they would go to the top. The Cardinals, Brewers, Pirates, Cubs, no. The Reds probably have the best shot. Definitely not the Cubs. The Cardinals have been mediocre. And then you have the two teams loaded in the West. So let's say for this one, the Dodgers win the division. The Dodgers would obviously have the best record. The Padres would have the second. How would this work? I'm really forgetting how playoffs work. So that's 3. Oh, yeah. So what would that be? The Reds, Braves, and then I see the Mets and the Padres being that wild card. And then in the American League, let's give it to the Rays and the Blue Jays. Both of them, those would be the wild card teams. So Padres and Mets, I would have Padres. Oh no, that would be that'd be a divisional round 5-game series, just like 2020. And then let's say the Dodgers win that one. The Braves beat the Reds again. And then we have Braves again. And the Dodgers would obviously win that. In the American League, I said the White Sox will probably have the best record. They look really good. And so let's give it to the Blue Jays. And then Blue Jays play the White Sox. Giving it to the White Sox. Yankees play whoever wins the West. Let's give it to the A's this time. The Yankees, of course, because no one's good in the AL West. And then White Sox Dodgers World Series, and the Dodgers win. But I think if you do the same thing with the Padres, even would the Dodgers beat them in the divisional round, or would the Padres hold on? Does I was about to say the home field really matter in baseball, but yeah, it does. Just like a home run in Houston would not go out in Chicago. If Busch Stadium had a pesky pool, just like oh god, what's the name of that park? Fenway, things would be crazy if Comerica Park had the short porch like Yankee Stadium. More home runs would be flying out of there. So yeah, home field does matter, I guess, but it's gonna be interesting. And the Padres looks like a darn good team. That's all I have to say about that. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye.